Hello and welcome. Welcome. Hey, what's up? What's going on over there? Here we are again, once again. Here we are. Hello, how you doing? How's it been? Good? Good. That's good. Are you painting? Yes, you're painting? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Did you try to paint faces? Are you painting faces? Did you try to paint a face? What came through? What came through you this month, this week? Mermaids? What'd you do? Look, I got a blank one right here.
It's ready to go. That's Prussian blue. Look at that, very nice. Prussian blue.
Recorded me playing some synthesizer, and that's what we're hearing in the background.
It's like I'm going to play my piano.
Or synthesizer. I was painting this wizard portal thing. It's kind of fun. It's an older painting that I just started picking up again.
It's a portal. It's a wizard portal, it is. Good sun is on my back. Hello, sun.
Ooh, let's put some little dots, some little eye dots.
It's very important to make sound effects.
Bark, 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 bark. Why do we do it? Why do we paint? What are we painting for? What are we drawing? What is this for? What are we...
This is what it's all about, Michael. You have to do art, you see.
We're doing it. This is the reason right here. We have the ability to make art. That is all the reason we need. Are your wrists working? Your hands working?
Clean your brushes. I know it's easy to leave them in there, but if you leave your brushes in the water, it will damage them. And you don't want that to happen. Jeez. I mean, you can leave them in there. I have a whole bunch in there right now, but I usually just leave the big ones in. And yeah, I should pull them out of there. And clean them off, but these ones are new. And I'm trying to take care of them. Those ones are old and still work.
But the longer I leave them in, the more the wood will warp.
And so I should probably take them out of there.
I should probably do that. Hello, welcome. I think of all these things to say before I even go live, and then I go or not live, record. I hit record, and then I forget them all. I'm like, oh yeah. What did I say? Well, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I got to 2,000 people. It only took me 10 years. Anyways, there's a bunch of stuff on this channel. If you go to the main channel page, there's a bunch of playlists in there, and there's one called Discover Mix, and it's a bunch of music that I just find. And there's so much good new music right now. Oh, there's that new Modest Mouse album. There's like a new Death Cab for Cutie album. There's a bunch of new Bonobo. There's just a bunch of new stuff. If you want to go hear new stuff, there's a hilarious Ice Cube song. Ice Cube. That just sounds weird saying that.
Ice Cube. Go listen to some Ice Cube.
There's a bunch of good stuff on there. It's pretty random, that playlist. It doesn't just stick to one genre. So just keep skipping. You might find something in there if you're tired of the suggested stuff. And the one thing I realized recently is that all of our algorithms are so different and tailored to exactly what we look like and feel and everything. They know so much about us that to dip into somebody else's algorithm is kind of like, ooh, what's over there? What are you getting? What do you got over? Hey, what do you got over there? What are they giving you? It was funny when my brother was over the other day. Blah, blah. Wow, when my brother was over the other day, we had our phones. And we're like, hey, look, I have a phone. He's like, hey, me too. And and we were looking at like our suggested for you page on Instagram, where you hit the like search, and then it just shows you like a whole bunch of stuff right there. And he's like, dude, look. And I was like, look at mine. And they look totally different. Even though we're like into some of the same stuff, completely different feeds. He's like, whoa. And I was like, whoa. You don't realize it because you're not looking at other people's feeds, but it's huge. It's different.
There's so many videos and you only see like this tiny little bit, tiny little fraction.
It's amazing what is possibly out there and you don't even know about it because you'll never see it. That kind of thing. In a way, it's kind of nice. I like it. Right?
The value of time spent.
We're here to dilly-dally. That's what we're here to do. Somebody said that. Someone famous said that.
We're here to fart around. That's what we're here. To just do stuff.
To listen to barking dogs. I think they're barking at butterflies or something. There was butterflies and those dogs bark at butterflies. That's one of their things that they do. That and the pool guy.
They like to bark at the pool guy.
Yes, the value of art is time spent. We spend time on art. It's, that's kind of valuable, right? Our time is like currency almost. With the things we do. But it's a meditation, it's a meditation. It's all kinds of things. It's a vehicle for the soul. You can process information through it, emotion, trauma, I don't know, whatever. You put it in there.
You put it in the painting. You put it right there.
Make the trees. You paint what you want to see. Maybe paint what you don't want to see. What do you guys think movies are? What do you think movies are? I was asking somebody about movies, and we were talking, got into it. And like movies form culture. Like you say something enough in a movie, you tell people about it, it ends up becoming real. In a lot of cases, there's a lot of cases of things happening in movies and then end up becoming real. And a lot of it is like historical films about stuff. People tend to lean on the movie being true, when a lot of times they're not. They sensationalize things. There's a lot of weird stuff happening with movies. I think they're intentionally setting intentions. I feel like it's movies are like dreams. And I feel like sometimes our subconscious shows us something so we don't have to live it. And by having the dream, you make the choice that you would prefer not to have that experience. And so your path leads down a different direction. You almost start a moment of assumption. From that moment on, you're like, not me, no, hey, no, I'm not, no, no way, Jose, not me. Where do you see yourself ending up? I always have a thing in the back of my mind. I'm like, this is where I'm gonna go, and this is where I'm gonna be, and in the end of it all, at least in my mind. I like the movie Big Fish. You ever see that movie?
That's a good movie, Lazarus. Big Fish movie.
I like to read books, but I haven't read any today. I like to write poems, but I haven't written any today. Hey man, I'm gonna play my guitar, man. You're gonna play your guitar? I was gonna play my guitar, but then I was like, oh shoot, I broke a guitar. I broke it. I broke a guitar string. It sucks. I know. I need to get a new one. I need a new guitar strings. I have another guitar with all the strings, but my big guitar is missing the top string. I'll get one eventually. So why a wizard in a portal, Michael? Well, if you were a wizard,
Wouldn't it make sense to be able to conjure portals? I think that'd be a good skill to learn, right? Teleport yourself somewhere.
Where would you go if you could teleport yourself anywhere in the world?
Where would you go? I'm putting a little star right here. Put a little star right there. Where would you go? Huh? Where would you go? Would you go to another planet?
Would you go to the moon? Would you go?
Where would you go? Would you go to Hawaii, maybe? Where would you go? Would you go to Nantucket? Nantucket?
Would you go to Greenland? No, not Greenland. What's that other place? Iceland?
They got some hot springs there. I think some good music.
Where would you go?
If you could go anywhere. Ooh, I'd probably go somewhere in the Southwest. I really like that red dirt. It's so red. The dirt, the red dirt.
You know, you'd think there'd be more places with red dirt, but there's not. There's a place just east of Yosemite, out in the desert, near the Nevada border, that has a lot of red dirt.
You just gotta know where to go, where to look.
I love that there's all these like little hidden spots everywhere. In the U.S., there's lots of good camping. You just gotta look for it. I hope there's still some good camping. Do you guys camp? What's the last good camp spot you went to? Do you have a map? Do you have a map of all your favorite camp spots? Remember maps? Do you have a map of your favorite springs you like to drink from? Favorite spring you like to drink from?
Do you have a favorite spring that you like to drink from? That one in Utah was pretty good. The one near, like, outside of Moab. That one was pretty good. Let's see. What's the best spring I ever had? Oh, yes. Probably in Yosemite. There's some good ones in there. There's quite a few good places to drink water. If you get high up. High up enough. Get high up. Above the mountain.
You can create another universe. You know, I heard this guy, I follow this guy on YouTube. His name is the Functional Melancholic. Great channel. Great stuff. He says some good stuff. But he said this thing in one of the last videos he made. He said, what was he saying? He said that everybody's acting. You know, I believe that.
We're all acting here.
Everyone, and if you're in front of another person, you're acting. Everybody's putting on some show, you know. And you can deny it, I guess. He had a lot to say about it. Thought it was interesting. But we kind of are. I am right now. I feel like I'm acting. Like if you saw my true self, you would see me like, I don't know. I'd be like in sloth mode or something. Or maybe just like spaced out. Like, I don't know. You know, it's different in the off moments. I like to not think about stuff.
I like to just sit there and breathe.
Do you like to just sit there and breathe? Ooh, there's a breeze outside. Hello, breeze. Oh, it is like spring. Maybe you should be like doing some spring cleaning. Did you guys forget? Did you forget to do some spring cleaning? I did.
I forgot to do spring cleaning.
What time is it?
11:28.
Interesting. It's almost lunchtime. Whatever shall I eat? I gotta use all this paint. I was just trying to get it out here. Well, I hope you're all having a good week, a good weekend, whatever it is. Whatever you're gonna do this week, I hope it's fun. Hope you enjoy it to the fullest. And do something for yourself, because you deserve it. And if you're interested in a painting, let me know. I like to know the people who buy my art. I want to know what you're doing, where my art's gonna live, you know, what it's for. I just finished a commission for a portrait. So if you guys need portraits, I can paint portraits. I can do it if you like. Let me know. You can see it in one of my last videos, that portrait painting. Actually, I just made a video about painting portraits. So if you're interested, you can check it out. It's right over there. It's right over there with that music playlist I was telling you about. Stay motivated. Make art. Because somebody needs to see somebody making art. For those of us that are capable of making art, we need to just do it because we can. And some people don't have that ability. They don't have the time. They don't have the space. They don't have the tools. They don't have the paint. You know, like, if you can make art, please take the time to do it. If you have the time to do it, if you're capable and you know what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing. Somebody asked me, they said, Michael, how do I make art without knowing anything about making art? Or how do I make great art without knowing anything? And you know, I think that's just up to you to decide it's good. It could be anything on that canvas, but if you decide it's great art, then it's great art. So it's all right, you know, right here. Just do it. Put the shit on there. Have a bright, sunny day. Wait, maybe I need some teeth. Should we give him some teeth? We'll just give him some teeth right now. There's a tooth. There's another tooth. There's another tooth right there. There's another tooth right there. Wait, let me get a little more. Another tooth right there. Another tooth. Look at those teeth. He's happy to have teeth. All right, kids. Go paint. Big and small, old and young.
You kids better get to painting. Go do it.
And wash your brushes. Lay them out flat on... Where does it go? On this thing. Watch these videos.
Hey, we'll see you later. Go paint some stuff, okay? Okay.